Hi, boys and girls. We're going to be working in our Volume 2, Grade 1 Reader's Notebook, and we're working on the next 3 pages, page 4, page 5, and page 6. And the first activity will be an introduction to our spelling words with the long O sound. So something you need to know. When we started Unit 4, instead of having 6 spelling words and 2 challenge words, instead of 6, we now have 10 spelling words plus 2 challenge words. So that's an extra 4 words that you're responsible for on Fridays. So here are those words, and I put these cards in the same order as these right here. Not that they had to be, but let's go ahead and read them. Sometimes there doesn't have to be an E at the end of a word that has an O that says its name. Like this one, it says so. So, um, I had to do my homework, so I will make a good grade. And this one says go. Can you go with me to church? Go. I guess no one can go anymore. Home. Because we're all stuck at home. Are you noticing something? All of our words this week have a long O sound. Go, so, home, hole. Like the dog likes to dig a hole. No, no, no running in the hall. Rope. I need a rope to tie this up with. Rope. Joke. Don't joke around right now. It's a test. Bone. The dog dug a hole to put his bone into. Stove. Stove. I'm going to boil some eggs on the stove. Stove. Poke. Poke. Do not poke anyone with your pencil. Okay, and then these that have little stars are our challenge words, and they're not on this list. So I'll just write them right here. Wrote and, like he wrote a letter, chose. O's. Those are our 2 challenge words. I love to see you guys get your challenge words right. It just makes me so happy. I hope everyone gets them right this week. Okay, so today's exercise, we're going to sort the words. The ones that end with O, like this one, and this one, we're going to write in this column. The ones that, and that says, blah, blah, blah. The ones that end with silent E, we're going to write in this column. So all these that have E's at the end, they end with silent E. We're going to write them in this column. And so I'm just going to do that. So all the ones with N with O, that end with O, I'm going to write those down. And you can too. Do it with me. So, go, no. And yes, I'm going too fast. A lot of you aren't going to be able to keep up with me. Some of you are going to be able to. That's fantastic. That's the challenge. What? You're already done? Okay, let's go ahead and do the ones that end with E. Don't worry, if you're not done, you can always pause this at the end of this page. Okay, I'm going to do home, whole, the ones that end with silent E, E, E. This one ends with E, ends with E, ends with E, ends with E, ends with E. Okay, I'm not going to do the challenge words. I might not have enough room. So home, Whole. Try to make your letters just like mine. Rope. Let's see. Joke. J. Oak. And a silent E. Own. Bone. B. Own. And a silent E. Bone. Stove. St. Ove. Stove. Oopsie. I don't think you were able to see me write that one, but there it is. Stove. And this one says oak. Poke. Poke. Watch out with that cactus. It might poke you. Poke. So, while you guys are finishing writing these, I'm going to go ahead and read them with you, with those that are done, okay? So, go, no, home, whole. Can you read these? Rope, joke, bone, stove, poke. Okay, you can always pause the video here if you're not done writing and sorting those spelling words out. Okay, next we're on page 5, and the name of this lesson is What is a Question? So here I have this sheet that says question. Question is a sentence that asks something. You know, question, it asks something, and it begins with a capital letter, and it ends with a question mark. And there's a little question mark, and this is the word that says question mark. Question mark. And here's a question mark. This is a punctuation mark. And the kind it is, a punctuation mark it is a question mark. Okay, so there's a little song that I teach that uses our question words. And most of our question words begin with WH, but there are exceptions. For the song, we're just going to use our WH words, and I'm going to teach it to you right now. Okay, the song is, it goes like this. Who, what, when, where, why? Who, what, when, where, why? Who, what, when, where, why? I can ask a question. So these WH words, are they like half the song? Okay, can you read it with me? Or sing it with me? Ready, go. Who, what, when, where, why? Who, what, when, where, why? Who, what, when, where, why? I can ask a question. And so there's another word that has a W and an H in it, but they're not at the front, like the W is not in front of the H. And this one says how, and how's another question word. All right. So now let's do our activity. You know a little bit about what a question is. We're going to be circling each question. Remember, they end with a question mark. And they begin with a capital letter. So let me see. Does it have a capital letter and a question mark? Yes, it's a question. What did you see? So we're going to circle that. It's a question. This is the easiest one ever because all the ones that end with question marks are questions. Does that one end with a question mark? Yes. And it starts with a capital letter. It's a question. It's a sentence that asks something. Can you look up? Yep, it's a question. Is that the sun? Does it have a question mark? Yes. So let's circle that. That's a question. I think I will read. Nope. That punctuation mark is a period. It's not a question mark. I'm not going to circle it. Where did Mike go? Does it end with a question mark? Yes, and it starts with a capital letter, so it's a sentence. Questions are sentences. They are at the game. Nope, the punctuation mark is a period. How many rocks does Liz have? Yes, it's a question. It ends with a question mark. I like to tell jokes. That's not asking something. And plus, it ends with a period. A period is not a question mark. So we circled all the ones that ended with question marks. They're questions. And look, this one starts with a WH. This one starts with a WH. But these other words, so it's not just the WH words that I showed you, which I can't find right now, but there are other words that can make a sentence become a question. If the sentence asks something and it ends with a question mark, it's a question. So we're going to choose one question and add details. So choose one question. How about this one? Can you look up? Let's go ahead and say, can you look up at the sky? Let's do it. Okay, let's write it down. Questions begin with capital letters, so I'm going to start with the capital C. Can you, finger space, look, finger space, up? Now we're going to add details at, there's nothing else here, so we have to just add a detail. The sky. Can you look up at the sky? Maybe there's a plane, a super fancy plane flying up there. Or maybe there's a kite up there. Can you look up at the sky? What? I have to change that punctuation mark. It's supposed to be a question, so I have to use a question mark. Can you look up at the sky? And there. That's how you make a question mark. It touches the top line and the bottom line. Okay, so one more. That was page 5. Now we're going to do this. Page 6. Okay, page 6. Okay, the name of this lesson is Using Details. We're going to draw a picture of something you discovered or found. So you can do whatever you want. If you're going to do it with me though, then you're going to have to pretend that you discovered or that you found what I found. And I found this little swan that is like a container. So here's a swan. I don't know if you're going to be able to make this. So it looks like this. And then I can put stuff in it. I have these vitamins that are like pixie sticks. These are my vitamins I put in it, okay? They come in little pixie stick packages. It says write sentences about what you saw, about when you saw your discovery. Okay, it says, one day I found a swan. It's like a swan container. Oh, you know what? I'm going to show it to you. Found it at a yard sale. It was the best day. You see how beautiful this is? It's a container. See that? I put my pixie stick vitamins in there. So one day I found a swan container. Container. One day I found a swan container. When I saw it, I bought it. Didn't cost very much. I'm going to say it was $1 or maybe $2 because it was at a yard sale. Sometimes people at yard sales, they want to get rid of their stuff, and so they'll sell it to you for not very much. When I saw it, I bought it. Then I put my vitamins in. Now, you can change this to something you found or discovered. Okay? You don't have to do this. It can be, you can do it all by yourself. You can have your mom help you if you can't. I will respect whatever you write on this page. Then I put my vitamins in. Okay. So all my sentences tell about my swan. Okay? I can't say, one day I found a swan container. When I saw it, I bought it. Then I looked at the elephant picture. If I were to say that, then I would be off topic. All of my sentences, starting here and down to here, all of them tell about my swan. All right. Well, that's our lesson for the day. You can pause the video here if you're going to copy what I did. Okay, that was fun. Till next time. Bye-bye.